is common knowledge. All you haters been abolished. You in the club throwing dollars, but I'm saving mine so my kids go to college. Or maybe whatever they wanna do, just as long as they never say, Daddy blew $20 million. Ay, he had the flex to be acknowledged. Ay, he in the club throwing dollars and I cannot afford to send me to college. Ay, Daddy just wanna be loved, just like everybody wanna be accepted. Ay, but somehow he had neglected me and my mama for all of this rap. Ay, no I can up with that. Ay, no I can up with that. Who you know dropped the album back to back to back to back to back and back again. I'm back again and snap again. And that ain't no other way to write it. Yeah, it's happening cause I've been living in a world of my own. Leave me alone, I'm in the zone where I've been prone to Detroit. You cannot avoid this.
It's game number 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals here on EA Sports. From American Airlines Arena in South Florida, tonight, the Miami Heat taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Hi again, everyone. Ed Cohen with my partner, Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Heat coming into play. They were winners in Game 1, as expected, on their home floor. They'll look to build on that advantage here at home in Game 2.
And Game 1 went as expected. But now, as the higher seed, you still got to take care of business in Game 2. As a road team, all you're looking to do is split one of these first 2 games.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it in the left corner. Shot clock winding down. Has a look. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Nets have it. To Durant. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Dragic. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. They're down 3. Durant trying to finish, but his shot won't fall. Oh, emphatic slam.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down 5. Kevin Durant missed his first. That one goes.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
To Dragic. Stuffs it down with authority.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Dinwiddie into the front court. 5-point game. Myers Leonard sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Dragic. Goran Dragic. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Right now, down 7. Not that time. Nothing going here on that drive. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His team down 9. Knocked loose. To Dragic. Butler. They'll get it down to Leonard. Oh, nice find for the basket.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Kevin Durant has it. Kevin Durant. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
Old school equals high percentage.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball. I got him.
It goes down.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down 11. Kelly Olynyk. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Dragic. Goran Dragic. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
It's Brooklyn's ball. To Durant. Got it.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
For 3. Good for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Durant across the timeline. Trailing by 14. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Rocking the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Leonard tips it. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Durant to Hollis Jefferson. He gets it.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Down low for Leonard. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Nets have the basketball. To Durant. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Missed it at the line. Grant with the basketball. His guys down big. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
It's the Heat with the possession. Mitchell Robinson snatching it out of the air. Grant with the basketball. Down a bundle and scores.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Screen coming. The screen sets him up for two.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Grant with the basketball. Just under a minute to go in a very one-sided first quarter of play. Short jumper misses.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
And scores. Strong take.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Grant with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Stevenson guarded by Jimmy Butler. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Grant with the shot. That won't fall. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in game number 2. We're back with more after this. You're watching the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Stevenson. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Miami with the basketball. Big finish at the rim.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
To Rodney Hood. Durant. To Stevenson. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Lance Stevenson, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 68%. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second. 0 for 2. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Goran Dragic. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. To Waiters, going to launch beyond the arc. Waiters forced that one off the mark on the three.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And the slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Durant. Draws the contact, and Jordan will go to the line to shoot two.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
DeAndre Jordan at the line, and he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Dragic, fires the three, and the rebound comes down to Jordan. Dinwiddie into the front court, 14-point deficit. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here's Durant for 2. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. Brooklyn with the basketball. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Dragic with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. The monster stuff.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Dinwiddie against Leonard. To Stevenson. Almost unlucky bounce. To Waiters. Screen coming. Waiters. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Knocks it down off the step back.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Stevenson. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Not that time. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Knocked loose. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
3 at the buzzer. We've reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Heat didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Steals.
As long as there's time left on the game clock, no lead is truly safe. They just have to be ready to seize every opportunity in the second half.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Brooklyn's got it. To Durant. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Goran Dragic. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Durant sizing up Leonard. Has a chance. A shot by Durant that's no good. Has a look. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
Nets have it. Durant. To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2. Butler to bring it up. His guys holding the big lead. from long range. And Jimmy Butler all in stride. Catch and shoot three is good. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
The follow won't go either. To Dragic. It's a big finish.
And easy to get back on defense.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys down big. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Butler.
I got him.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. And Jimmy Butler. They'll get it to Durant. Kelly Olynyk sends it away. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kelly Olynyk. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Dinwiddie guarded by Myers Leonard. Waiters. Offensive board. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
To Dinwiddie. Myers Leonard with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Waiters. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Grant with the basketball. Down a bundle. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good, so they get the 3-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. To Waiters. Dion Waiters. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Grant with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Drives, but a shot won't go down. Miami's got it. To Waiters. Mitchell Robinson rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
To Wade. Screen coming. Dwayne Wade. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't. Rodney Hood swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Wade. To Waiters. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. To Waiters. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Grant with a shot. That won't fall.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Bam Adebayo trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 72%. Off the mark on his free throw. To Rodney Hood. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant on the drive, but he can't get it to go. Screen coming. Deep three at the buzzer. Dion Waiters is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Second and 3. Got it. Almost settles for a 2-3 trip. 3 quarters down as the Heat enjoy some breathing room. So the Heat will have it to start the from the outside, no good. It's Brooklyn's ball. To Durant. Hood. Durant. Off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Hollis Jefferson. Durant to Rodney Hood. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for 3. Rodney Hood couldn't get open. Misses the shot.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Lets it fly from long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Bam Adebayo, able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Seconds to shoot. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Heat with the victory. They've taken the upper hand in this best-of-7 series. A 2-games-to-none lead. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat won this matchup with a significant margin. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat. When you have a look at these highlights, you can see how this team wasn't able to get it together. It was definitely a frustrating loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Assists.
These guys walked in with the game plan, and they walked out with the win. And these highlights, they tell even more of the story.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
From the back porch, back there with dreams of a stacked fortune. Black kid with dreams by any means to seize some cell phone keys to a black portion. That American pie, he just wanna portion. Product of that environment that he was forced in. Changed course when it's out of control. Feel it down in my soul. Fast forward and foresee that fork in the road. Listen, mention you on the road, foreign car whipping. It's mind bending. Open your eyes, I'm bending the rules. Time ticking. The time's different on the globe where every soul trying to survive in it. That's the main concern. Whole hood celebrate when the tables turn, you see. Feels like I'm on the cusp. Great forever, forever's not long enough. It's just. Wise man once said the grind can't stop till letters in your name get bigger like cap locks. Still can't stall so far from your last stop. Deaf to the yes man, blind to mascots. Look past the moment.